Hi, a few of you guys didn't make it to the conference, so I'm going to show you how to set up your WebQuest. I recommend you use Zuno. You just go to Zuno.com, you register and have a username and password. The first time you use it, it's free. If you use it again, it's very inexpensive to have a subscription. So you go in after you register, you log on with your password, and it brings to this funny little page of mine. But on the side here, you can click on Create a Web Quest, and you're going to create a web quest from scratch. So give it a title, Nursing Today. If you don't like your title later on, you can edit anything, and it's no big deal. And you're going to click on Create a Web Quest. So the first part over here, let me pull this over here. You have all these fun things over here. Welcome, introduction, task, process, evaluation, conclusion, teacher page about the offers. Okay, so that's all over there on the side. So I'm going to first click on the welcome page. Okay, and here you write a nice little welcome telling your participants what the WebQuest is about, why it's important, and maybe get them involved, a little bit of an excitement about what they're going to be learning again. If you want to add a picture, you just click on Change Picture, and you can say chose it from a file. And okay, I'm going to put in nurse, and I don't have any. Okay. Save it and see what picture it happens. Okay, I guess it didn't happen. But anyway, you can add any kind of picture, and it should depict what your WebQuest is about. The next part is the introduction, and here you write a paragraph and write it in the second person. You're talking directly to the students. This blue little line has so much information, it tells you exactly what you really need to do. It's a kind of an intuitive site with the Zuno. Okay. So you're introducing them to the content, what they'll be doing, and almost give them an order of events. First you'll be doing this, then you'll be doing that. You slightly review the tasks, and slightly review the process, and slightly review the evaluation in the introduction, letting them know what to expect next. And sometimes people are confused between the tasks and the process. The tasks are what students are going to be looking at, videos, what they might be reading, a chapter in a textbook, or some articles. Remember, the whole multiple intelligences. Don't just do video, don't just do readings, etc., etc. Have a variety of learning materials for the students to engage in. That's the task page. I also suggest that you do this in chunks. If your WebQuest is related to the history of nursing, you might talk about certain years, 1817 to 1850 or whatever, and then do it in chunks so students aren't overwhelmed by the lists of things to do. You also want to make sure that when you add attachments, you do this down here. You see this where it says add a link, or you can add a file directly from your computer, but if you're going to add a link, okay, okay, there's a YouTube video, all right, description of this. Wait, sorry, I'm going to put the link here. And this will be Nursing Today. And that's not what the video is. I just grabbed one. Okay? And you do a description. This video shows you the importance of whatever. Okay? So give a description, let the students know why they're actually wasting their time or not wasting their time watching this video. With adult education, things have to be relevant. Tell me why I am doing this. So save now. and then that comes up, Nursing Today. Instead of having that long, ugly link, they just click on this, and it opens up. And it wasn't found, but you can check that. I just copied anything that was anything. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so that's the task page, the things they're going to do to prepare them for the process. The process is really doing what they're doing. So if you wanted to learn about the history of nursing, maybe they have a discussion link and they talk about how it has affected them today, the history of nursing, how Florence Nightingale influenced nursing. They could write a paper, they could have a discussion, they could do a role play, they could do anything. But this is the stuff. After they performed the task, they read and watched the videos. Now what do you want them to do about this? What's important is, back in the introduction, which I didn't talk about yet because it's a different level, is you have to write learning outcomes. The participants will discuss the history of nursing. The participants will explain how the history of nursing has influenced nursing of today. They have to be measurable objectives or learning outcomes. And I would probably do 2 or 3. This is a mini web quest. It's not huge. But writing learning outcomes leads you to the evaluation. The evaluation is, how are you measuring that students learned exactly what they're supposed to learn from the web quest? So you might want to copy and paste your learning objectives right back here on this page. And you could give them a quiz. They could write the paper. They could do a role play. They could be a part of the discussion. You can choose your evaluation method, but it needs to show how the outcomes were met. If this doesn't make sense, you can give me a call and ask me. But we are going to be discussing this, in the discussion forum, where we are going to be writing learning outcomes in the next few weeks. The conclusion page is just like you're writing a paper, a conclusion, what the participants did in the program, what their tasks were, what their process was, a little bit about the evaluation. Then always leave them hunger for more. If this is any interest to you, here's another link for future learning. Your teacher page is about you. Okay. Oh, and you can add a picture. Remember, you can change page content on all the pages. It's right here. Okay. You can add links. You can add files from your computer. About the author, that's me. Okay. It's going to be you. Okay. And reviews. No one's reviewed mine. Okay. If you want to add pages, you can add modules and click Add Modules. You can create a new page. You can create a quiz. Frequently asked questions page. They have a little hangman game you can create as an evaluation or a process. These are the fun tools that are included in this. Here's the quiz. Okay. Oops. I have to pull this bigger. On the Create a Quiz page, that gives you examples. Okay. All right. If you guys have any questions, I think you know how to find me, right? You can text me anytime you want, ask any questions, and I'm also, in the discussion forum and the course email. Let me know if you need anything. Bye.